Big news has now arrived on Gunners. You want to know all the details, so follow me until the end of the video. But first, if you are in love with Arsenal, show your love and subscribe to THE channel now and turn on notifications. Here we post daily news and behind the scenes of the biggest club in THE Premier League, Arsenal. Thank you. Mikel Arteta's press conference. Thoughts on West Ham, team struggles, and the title race. In the wake of a disappointing loss to West Ham United, Mikel Arteta's frustration was palpable during his post-match press conference. His team's hopes of overcoming their London rivals took a hit, allowing Liverpool to potentially extend their lead if they defeat Manchester City. Arteta addressed a range of topics, including his team's difficulties in finding the back of the net and whether this justifies a need for a striker in the upcoming January transfer window. Arteta took responsibility for the defeat, stating, "I just wanted to know how the atmosphere in the locker room felt after this. It must be tough to pick them up off the floor. Yes, I'm very disappointed, and obviously quite angry. You have to give credit to West Ham for their victory and the way they played. But I also believe that we didn't perform at our level. They didn't allow us to build enough momentum or create positive actions that could threaten them." Despite having 20 shots on goal, Arteta expressed that he never felt his team was operating at the required level to win a Premier League match. "First, we need to be more threatening, and secondly, we must avoid losing possession and allowing West Ham to break on us," he explained. "When you talk about anger, is it anger at yourself? Yes, we have to be. I hope we are very angry because we didn't reach our levels today, and I take a lot of responsibility for that." When asked about the team's struggles, he firmly rejected the notion that injuries to attackers were the sole reason for their underperformance. "No, I refuse to accept that. We need to look in the mirror and understand what we can do better, the effort and desire we need to show. Today was not close to what we need to achieve to compete for the Premier League title." Arteta also touched on Ethan's situation, who appeared to limp off the field. "I hope it's nothing serious. I think he was just fatigued." The conversation shifted to the upcoming matches and what needs to change ahead of their game against Nottingham Forest. "First, we need to suffer for 24 to 48 hours. Feel the pain and then return on Monday with that hunger and anger still in our stomachs for Wednesday's game." Addressing his team selection, Arteta acknowledged the scrutiny. "I would make the same choices, but when you lose, you're questioned. The tactics, the intentions, everything feels off when you don't get the result." Looking ahead, he was asked about the potential impact of this defeat on the team's morale in the title race. "I hope the outcome is positive because right now, it feels overwhelmingly negative. We must elevate our level of play." Arteta reflected on the game's progression, stating, "I didn't see the match unfolding this way, especially given how we trained all week. Sometimes you can feel it in the warm-up, and then the game starts, and things don't click." He praised West Ham for capitalizing on Arsenal's mistakes, noting how their confidence grew as the game went on. "When they sensed we weren't at our best, they took their chances, and credit to them for that." As the press conference concluded, the looming question of the title race remained. If Liverpool wins tomorrow, they could extend their lead to 11 points. Is that manageable? It's not in our hands. I'm really frustrated about the things we could control today that we didn't handle well. Lastly, he addressed the fan atmosphere during the match, acknowledging their frustration. "I understand that we're trying hard and facing challenges. We had a big opportunity today, but we didn't believe in ourselves." Arteta's candid reflections highlighted the depth of his disappointment but also a determination to improve as the season progresses. The coming days will be crucial for the team, both in terms of recovery and preparing for the challenges ahead. Miles Lewis-Skelly's red card fallout. What it means for Arsenal. Young Arsenal defender Miles Lewis-Skelly is set for a significant absence after receiving a direct red card during the Premier League match against West Ham United. The 18-year-old's dismissal adds to the Gunners' woes as they continue to struggle this season. In a challenging afternoon for Arsenal, they were already trailing by a goal thanks to Jared Bowen's opener for the Hammers. The situation took a turn for the worse in the 73rd minute when Lewis-Skelly lost possession to Mohamed Kudus near midfield. As the last man back, he fouled Kudus, bringing him down and leaving the referee with a tough decision to make. Initially, referee Craig Pawson issued a yellow card. However, after consulting with VAR official Peter Banks, he reviewed the incident at the pitchside monitor. Ultimately, he upgraded the sanction to a straight red card, ruling that Lewis-Skelly had denied an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. This decision capped off a disheartening day for the Gunners, who now face the reality of being without one of their promising young talents. Lewis Skelly will serve a one-match suspension in the Premier League, which means he will miss the crucial midweek clash against Nottingham Forest on Wednesday night. Unfortunately for Arsenal, the implications of this red card go beyond just one game. The Gunners currently find themselves 8 points behind Liverpool in the Premier League table. Should Liverpool secure a victory against Manchester City later this weekend, that gap could widen to 11 points. Arsenal still has a game in hand, scheduled for next month when they host Chelsea, but the pressure is mounting. The team desperately needs to regain their footing, especially with Liverpool poised to compete in the Carabao Cup final against Newcastle United. As Arsenal navigates this difficult period, the loss of Lewis Skelly serves as a stark reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in football. Fans will be watching closely to see how the team adapts in his absence and whether they can close the gap in the title race. As Arsenal gears up to face Nottingham Forest without Miles Lewis Skelly, the implications of this match extend far beyond just one player's absence. With the Gunners struggling to maintain momentum this season, the team must rally together to fill the void left by their young defender. Lewis Skelly, who has been seen as a rising star in the squad, will be sorely missed, especially given the experience he has brought to the backline. His absence raises questions about how manager Mikel Arteta will adjust the lineup. Will he opt for a more experienced player to step in, or will he turn to another young talent to fill the gap? The decision could significantly affect the team's defensive stability, especially against a Nottingham Forest side eager to capitalise on Arsenal's current vulnerabilities. The timing of Lewis Skelly's suspension is particularly unfortunate for the Gunners. With the pressure mounting from both their league position and the upcoming fixture against Chelsea, they need every available player to contribute. Arsenal fans are hopeful that this setback will serve as a catalyst for a collective response, urging the team to find resilience in adversity. Moreover, the narrative surrounding Arsenal's title aspirations is becoming increasingly concerning. The 8-point gap to Liverpool is significant, and the psychological impact of falling further behind could weigh heavily on the players. As Arteta mentioned in his post-match comments, the team must look in the mirror and hold themselves accountable for their performances. This self-reflection will be crucial if they aim to turn their fortunes around. The club's leadership may also feel the pressure to address the squad's depth ahead of the January transfer window. With Lewis Skelly sidelined, the need for additional reinforcements becomes evident. Questions will arise about whether the Gunners can find the right pieces to enhance their title challenge while also developing their young talents. As the season progresses, Arsenal's ability to bounce back from adversity will be tested. The upcoming match against Nottingham Forest is not just about securing 3 points. It's an opportunity for the team to demonstrate character and resilience. The spotlight will be on how they respond without one of their promising young players and whether they can rekindle the spark necessary for a successful campaign. Fans will be hoping for a strong showing, as the battle for a top-4 finish intensifies amid growing competition from teams eager to seize their moment. With the challenges mounting, the Gunners must dig deep and find the collective strength to push forward. The next few matches will be pivotal in shaping the trajectory of their season, making each game a critical opportunity for redemption and growth.